Alright man, so what's up guys, Airball here and I'm back with another video, and this is going to be a video on the best 7'1" stretch on NBA 2K26. So as you guys know, stretches like 7'1" builds can get deep bomber takeover, which is absolutely insane. You can do the no dip catch and shoot threes from Limitless with the 7'1" build, which I think is absolutely insane. So we're going to make this build on 25. Obviously you don't have 26 yet because the game isn't out yet, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna have to go center for the position, 7'1" for the height, like I said, because that's the tallest height you can have to get that deep bomber takeover. And if it's anything like 2K25, deep bomber takeover is going to be very, very good in this game. And then the wingspan is going to be 7'1". We have to go minimum here. On 2K25, you can only get an 86 three-pointer, but on 26, you'll be able to get a 90. So we're obviously just gonna have to max it out to 86, and you still get a 93 mid-range as well. So you'll be able to get Hall of Fame set shot specialist if you really want that, which is cool. And I mean, yeah, overall, this build is looking very, very nice. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit continue. And starting off with the finishing attributes, we're gonna have a 92 on the close shot. We're gonna have, let's see, we're gonna have a 60 driving dunk, and then we're gonna have an 85 on the standing dunk. So 85 standing dunk, what you want to do with that is use 5 cap breakers to get up to a 90, so you can get rise up. That's probably the last thing I would do though, because there are a few things you can do to make this build a lot better with cap breakers. So maybe if you get 15 cap breakers, I would probably just use them on standing dunk to get it up to 90 for extra little bonus. But 85 is already good enough to get you like some extra animations and also aerial wizard on gold, so pretty solid enough. The post control is going to be 87 for post up poet on gold, which again is solid. Shooting midi is going to be a 91, so we're going to use 2 cap breakers from the shooting build specialization, and we're going to put on a mid range to get up to a 93. And the 3-pointer on this game is 86. On 26 is going to be 90. So I mean, we can go crazy. We got tier 2 limitless range, so we can get silver limitless and upgrade that to Hall of Fame. So having Hall of Fame limitless with deep bomber is insane. Plus with a new rhythm shooting, I don't know how that's gonna be with deep shots, but hey, it's gonna be pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, a 7'1" build is gonna be kind of glitchy. We're gonna have a 75 on the free throw, and then moving on to the playmaking, we're gonna have an 87 on the pass accuracy, which is pretty standard for most center builds. You get gold break starter, you get gold dimers. It's really all you need, but I think the gold break starter and gold dimer will be very effective, and it also doesn't really cost too many attributes. So I would just say go with that and just move on. The interior is going to be an 82, so 82 interior will get us post lockdown on silver, which again is solid. This perimeter and steel are going to be left alone because you can't get the 62 and 60 like most center builds can. As you guys can see, I can only get 61 and 59, and the big thing with this is that with 62 perimeter you get bronze immovable, and with 60 steel you get bronze interceptor, but you actually don't get that on this build. So there's not really a point of going high on those attributes because you're not going to be able to get any badges with this. So there's no point, like you're not really going to get any steals with interceptor, or with no interceptor I should say. So I would just go 32 and 37. If you want to upgrade the attributes a little bit, you can. Me personally, I don't really think it's that worth it, but it's completely up to you. The block is going to be an 85. Now I might be asking why we're going 85 instead of 84. You need 85 block to get Rim Guardian Takeover, and what that's going to do is not only give you the same Rim Guardian badge like it was on 25, but you also get to see the future ability in that same takeover. So Rim Guardian basically gives you Rim Protecting Takeover plus Glass Takeover, because you get to see the future ability with Rim Guardian. So just something to think about. I think 85 block would be pretty solid because you'll be able to get that takeover, you get to see the future, and it'll be very, very nice in terms of rebounding and defending the paint and all of that. Offensive rebounding is going to be a 94. Defensive rebounding is also going to be a 94. So you're able to get 99 offensive and defensive rebound on this build, as you guys can see. So that's going to be pretty good, I'm not going to lie. 94, 94, we get 99 for both attributes, plus having, you know, Hall of Fame / Legend set shot is going to be really good. We're going to have 58 speed, which, look, it isn't the greatest, but there are also 7'4s out there who are going to have around the same speed. So you are sacrificing a lot, I'm not going to lie, to get the 3-pointer and the good rebounding and all that. So yeah, and the strength is going to be an 85. We don't need 90, so we're going to do 85. And 85 gives us not only does it give us brick wall, we get that with 83, but we get Crasher Takeover, which it basically improves your box out. So I'm gonna go 85. You don't need strength for box out beast this year, which is why I'm just gonna go with that. And the vertical is going to be a 75 to finish off the build. So I mean, this is what it's looking like. It's looking pretty nice. We're obviously gonna specialize in shooting here, so we're gonna have +2 to our set shot, or +1 to our set shot to get that to legend, and then +2 to our Deadeye badge to get that to legend. So legend Deadeye, legend set shot. We get very, very good post game. Like you get 92 close shot, you get paint prodigy, you get, you know, you're gonna be able to get the post bag takeover too, so you can kind of like throw people out the way on this build too. So there aren't really any downsides to the build, I'm not gonna lie. The only downside is that it's kind of slow, and so because it's slow, it can't really defend on the perimeter. But other than that, I mean, I'm really liking this build, and also the wingspan is a little bit low too. But I mean, you have 94 on both the reboundings, which can be upgraded to 99. You're gonna get the burly body shape, the large, whatever the biggest body shape is. You're gonna be able to get that on this build because you're 266 pounds. So yeah, I mean, you're gonna the body type really helps out with rebounding. So I feel like having that lower wingspan won't really play too much of a factor. And you also have 75 vertical, which isn't the greatest, no, but it's serviceable. Like you're gonna be jumping a little bit, but it's not gonna be too crazy. But the main thing we obviously wanted was the deep bomber takeover, and then the other things that come along with it. So your max +2, tier 1. I mean, we already have these upgraded, so we don't really need any of that. You could probably put on paint patroller, I'm not gonna lie, or you know, if you want to go crazy, you could put it on post powerhouse. You could even go 86 strength and try to get gold post powerhouse, which is actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know if we're gonna be able to get that on this build because, you know, just the restrictions and all that. But if you do want to go 86 for post powerhouse, and then maybe max +2 to Hall of Fame or Legend, that could be an option. You can also max +2 your Rise Up to Hall of Fame. You can also max +2 your Hook Specialist or your Paint Prodigy to Legend. Or just probably what I would do is upgrade your Break Starter to Legend. Max +2 tier 2, probably Dimer. Max +1 tier 1. It could be really whatever you want. I would say probably Paint Patroller or something like that. And then max +1 tier 2 can probably be, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how many good tier 2 badges we have. I guess High Flying Denier could be good as well. But this is gonna be the build. Shades of Nikola Vucevic, Zach Edey, and Jack Sigma. And the build name, I think on 2K26 is like a I don't even know what it is actually. It's a 2-way 3-level playmaker, which we're gonna get a lot better names on 26. So I'm excited to see what this build name could be. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna post every single day when 2K26 comes out in 4 days. By the way, 4 days. So make sure to stay tuned for more videos in the future. But yeah, this is Airball.